All right, moving on. Do chatbots have free speech? Well, a federal judge in Orlando says no. The question lies at the center of a wrongful death lawsuit. A 14-year-old died by suicide last year, and his mother says the AI chatbot manufactured by a startup called Character.Ai is to blame. So let's bring in tech journalist Yasmin Khorram with more on this. You know, we talked a lot about the AI chatbots turning companies and turning into champions. So this company claims it's actually the chatbot that has a First Amendment right. So let's break that down.
So yes, Juliet, we talk a lot about the potential dangers of artificial intelligence, and this is a prime example of, the worst case scenario for one family who says that an AI chatbot took their teenage son's life. Now, in this lawsuit, the family is alleging that Character.Ai is both defective and dangerous, and that this AI chatbot engaged in a months-long, emotionally abusive, sexually abusive relationship with their teenage boy who was 14 years old. They say that their son fell in love with this chatbot, was isolated from reality, and that at one point the chatbot said that it loves the boy. And it said in the last couple of days of the boy's life that the chatbot said it should, quote, come home to him as soon as possible. Now, Character.Ai is fighting back. They have hundreds of different chatbots on the platform, all with distinct personalities and physical features. They say that their chatbots are actually protected by the First Amendment and that this case should be dismissed. A judge recently just rejected that claim. But we're all wondering, should AI chatbots get the same kind of rights as humans? I asked attorney Reed Cathrine. Here's what he told me.
I think the dangers clearly outweigh the benefits, especially at this point. People who write code can write it in malicious ways, and if AI then decides to follow that code, you could have it interfering with free speech in all sorts of ways. So right now, AI doesn't have a conscience. It's not independent, and I'm not sure that it ever should have free speech rights.
Now, Character.Ai says that it has implemented safety features to protect its users and that it'll continue to fight this case.
Yeah, and I meant to say a companion, and that's what they're fighting right now. And it is a slippery slope, and so they're going to have to investigate and look into that. While we have you now, okay, staying in the world of AI, OpenAI says it's acquiring a startup owner by the designer of the iPhone. So we're basically talking about Silicon Valley royalty joining forces here. So what do we know about that?
Yes, it is Silicon Valley royalty.
Okay.
First of all, the size, the price tag of this, $6.5 billion, OpenAI's biggest acquisition. But this isn't really about the steep price tag or the company. It's about the man behind the company, the legendary Jony Ive. Now, he is the brains behind the sleek, sexy design of the iPhone, the MacBook, the Apple iWatch, the iPad, all of that. He was really the brains behind it. OpenAI is really cementing that it wants to be the leader in the race of artificial intelligence. And without saying it, it's kind of taking a shot at Apple, in my opinion. If you take a look at all the competitors, Meta creating Llama, Google with Gemini, Apple with Siri, they're trying to crack the code of AI. OpenAI already has ChatGPT. Sam Altman is saying, you guys go figure out how to integrate AI into your hardware. I'm going to bet on Jony Ive, and we're going to create hardware. If this is successful and AI truly is the future, this could be the next iPhone.
It seems like it's happening so fast, but I appreciate you reporting it in real time as well. All right, Jasmine, thanks. Jasmine, thank you so much.